Hi everyone. Um, this is um, anonymous. I'm not gonna disclose myself. What I'm trying to do is to dedicate my time in recording my journey of becoming a profitable um, multi-millionaire forex trader. Um, this is my first video. Can even feel my voice. I have a bit of flu, but I have to get this done because I told myself I'm gonna start today and post on the channel that I've created. So yeah, this is also this is not for a lot of views. I'm not doing this to make views or monetize and get money. Sorry, I'm doing this just because I want to hold myself accountable to develop my confidence because I feel like I lack a bit of confidence when it comes to trading. So I thought, why not open a YouTube channel and just post my things? Maybe that way I can gain some confidence throughout um, and then trust myself. So hopefully this helps. This is the start of a new journey, um, and I know God is going to help whoever is out there wants to become a profitable trader. We have so many reasons why we are doing this. Some is to feed our families, some is to escape from poverty, a lot of things. But let me not bore you with my speech. And yeah, this is my Sunday swings. Um, we're looking at PS30. Based of this presented structure, we can see that we've been having some bearishness in price. As you can see, lower, 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 high, lower, low, possible lower high coming from a lower low on a weekly. So weekly looks a bit bearish. When you go to the daily structure, I've marked off this area as an area of sensitivity. This volume, not volume imbalance. There's imbalance and also this volume imbalance. I was thinking that price is going to trade in deep into these levels before we go to the downside, but it seems like price is doing a different thing. So based off of this imbalance, we can see that price is respecting because we had a failure to push above this high. So price failed to push above this high, and there was a turning point here going to the downside, which is a sign of respect to this imbalance. Not only a sign of this of respect that was presented here, but we also had what I like to call a fail to break um, double top, right? So it's just a double top. It's just the way I call it. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but I call it the fail to break double top because um, according to what's happening here, we have been having price pushing up like this, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. It failed to form a high, high, and then it turned to the downside because of a certain specific key level, which is somewhere around here. Some they call it an order block or whatsoever. So the same approach that is happening here is the same thing that is happening here. If you can see, And if you can go to smaller time frame, we can have an understanding or reasoning of why price turned here. And you'll see signs of turning points like this. If you go down to smaller time frame, you'll see something like this happening to show that price is respecting a certain type of level that caused it to fail to form a higher high. So, and then within this area, that's when we can come and capitalize it out of. We can come and just enter within those minor break of structures to the downside. If we see a Fibonacci gap or another block or whatsoever. So this is whatever that is here, it's whatever that is here. But this mostly happens as a sign of reversal when price is at a key level. So if price is inside a key level, let's take this order block is a specific key level. Price has drawn into this order block or this block as a key level. We need to see signs of reversals inside that key level to show that price is indeed respecting that specific key level. And also, mind you, that key level must be aligned to the market structure. It mustn't be a key level because you can see order blocks everywhere. Order blocks are everywhere. Family gaps are everywhere. Imbalances are everywhere. Everything is everywhere. Liquidity is everywhere. But you need to firstly identify the structure so that you can understand where we can go towards to. In the basis of this, like I said, everything is bearish as you can see. We have low high, low low, low high, low low, expecting what a low high to be formed for price to go down. So based off of this movement, sorry, it's bearish. And what did we retrace? We retraced into a specific key level, which is this order block. Inside that order block, what do we wait for? We wait for an entry signal for price to change structure to the downside, which is what happened here. That failed to break order block that I've just explained here. So if we can go to smaller time frames, we can see that whatever that I just explained here is the same thing as whatever that is here. Right? Go to smaller time frames. Sorry about that. So if we go to smaller time frame, we can see go to whatever that I was trying to explain here as relatively similar or the same as what's happening here. This is the level we would have expected to look for a sell. You can see that we had a break of structure. After we had a break of structure, we had a retest into that order block. That could have been someone's first, not someone, like your entry signal to target this low, this liquidity here, because that's what we're coming from, which is relatively the same as what I've explained up there. Right, then we come here, we can see it, okay, everything has been bearish. We had a push up. I don't know, I'm taking time to analyze this, but I'm just trying to explain so you can understand. We had a push up, a high high, a high low. We're expecting a high high to be formed here, but price failed to form a higher high. Reason being because we are within this imbalance, and if we can look for a certain key area that is expected here, we can see that we have an inverse Fibonacci gap right there. We have an inverse Fibonacci gap right that price ran into and it resisted because it break below and respected that inverse Fibonacci gap and also this order block that we've identified. So that would have been your reasoning when it comes to why price failed to form a high high and it turned here to form what we call for some people a double top, right? But yeah, I call it a different thing because I'm looking at the liquidity point of view. Okay, then so this is my analysis for USDT. We just broke here, break of structure, retest. We also came to close this volume imbalance right here, which is amazing. Then we trail down. What do we have again? We have an order block right there. Order block at this blue candlestick, this bearish candlestick this bullish candlestick, sorry, that price broke below and then came to this to retest. And again, what do we have here? We have a possible order block right there that price might retest to, so that we can look for entries inside here. So that's what I'm looking forward to for US30 this week. So I'm waiting for price to retest into this key sensitive area for us to look for a sell to the downside. So what I can say is that if price doesn't retest into this key level, we're not going to enter a sell or whatever trade we opt to trade. So just going to wait for a retest here so that we can look for an entry signal inside here so that we can go to the downside. Right, that's my take for US30. Then we go to Bitcoin. Let me see if I mark Bitcoin. I didn't mark it, so I'm just gonna pause it. As much as we're waiting for bullishness in Bitcoin, I still see price dropping a bit down like that. I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm not interested in Bitcoin. And for this week also, I'm interested in GBP CAD. For GBP CAD, straightforward. You can see price is bullish. I mean, like even a 5-year-old can see that this thing is going up. It's a high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high. Took liquidity here, printed a high low relative to this level, high, 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 low, formed an equal highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then we are aiming to target that liquidity. That's where we're going. According to this analysis, mind you, this is a weekly time frame. So what is happening here? According to my analysis, I've just said that this is bullish. So we had a push high, we had a tracement high low. We're expecting a high low to be formed within a specific area here. Where is that area? Is this area where we had a favorable gap or an imbalance. We also had this order block being respected. And if we go to smaller time frame, which the daily time frame, we can see we had a break of structure within that order block right there, showing that price. So this push shows that price is respecting the structure that I've drawn. Mind you, this is a possible higher low level and a possible higher high level, which is what we're aiming for, and we're trading in the direction of the market. So what I would like to see here is that we trace into this order block so that we can look for buys to the upside. That would be beautiful. If price can retrace into the order block, we can come here to the smaller time frames to look for our entry signals somewhere around this area, something like this. That would be a nice entry signal so that we can trade upside, also with the direction of the market. So this will be perfect. What I don't like right now is that price might making this video too long. Okay, price might respect this volume imbalance, here, and push to the upside, which is fine. If price does that, we're not gonna trade it. We're just gonna leave it, because as much as you can see the direction of the market, if you can find the perfect entry, you're not gonna make money. So you gotta make sure that even though you see that direction, your entry points must be perfect so that you can have proper stop loss, proper take profits, and whatnot. So that's what I see on GBP CAD. Then we go to USD CAD. For USD CAD, even though it's going to take time, what I opt to see probably next month is bullishness in GBP. So we can capitalize on these moves that are going to happen, because also you can see it's just an easy move, high, high, low, and then high, high, because it was equal to that high, high, low, high, high. We're expecting a high low to be formed here for price to push up. So we're just going to wait for the next month candlestick to enter there so that it can push up. Not like that though, but you know what I'm trying to say, like something like this. A bullish candlestick to go to the upside. Then we come to USD USD ZAR. USD ZAR also, I'm looking for bullishness in price. According to retail analysis, people will say this is a head and what. I don't know. They call it a head and shoulder. This is the shoulder. This is the head. This is the shoulder. I don't know what they call the head and shoulder, but that's fine. So what I see from this is also bullishness in price. As you can see, it's a high, 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 low, high, 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 low. Price took liquidity, creating a high, high. We're expecting a high low to be formed here for price to add a high low here, so price can go up. So even this one is probably going to take a little bit of time to play out, but we'll see how it plays out. Why do I say it has to retest to that level and go up? Is because we have push to the upside based off of this imbalance and this order block, right? So price retraced into this possible higher low to create a high high. Then by doing that, there was a break of structure also here. So price broke this level, broke this order block. Now we have to come back to this order block inside this intermediate range liquidity. That's what we're going to look for by setups inside here. And also this, we have a huge imbalance that needs to be filled. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with imbalances, but 1, 2, 3 candlesticks, this gap that exists, that is here between the opening and the closing of this candlestick and the opening and the closing of this candlestick, that's what we need to fill down so that we can go to the upside. And also this week has to be filled, so I'm expecting this candlestick to go down, come back and push and fill this one. So that's my take. And also lastly, my view on GBP and ZD, even though I really don't like how it looks, but according to structure, I still see some bullishness in price. Price just retested this order block, high, 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 low, high, high, higher low, possible higher low within this level so that we can go to the upside. But I really don't like how it looks, honestly speaking. As much as it can push, I just don't like how it looks. But yeah, that's my analysis for the week. So we'll see how everything plays out. I will be doing updates throughout the week. Um, 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 and yeah, so my my initial balance will be $50, and then I'm trying to flip it to an amount of $100. And then from $100 I want to flip it to $600. So according to my plan, and the reason why I'm recording this recording is because I'm trying to record my journey. So step 1, we need to flip $50 to $600. That's the step. That's step 1. That's what I want to achieve first, and then I can let you know on step 2. But this is step 1, $50 to $600. Then we can take it from there. thank you for watching. To whoever is going to watch, I hope God blesses your journey into trading, and um, I hope God leads you. Just put God first, um, and eventually things are going to work out. I'm not saying this just because things are working out on my side. Nothing is working out. I'm just trying to document my journey. I know this was not a perfect video also, so I'm just trying to document my journey into becoming a multi-millionaire forex trader. Probably 3 years down the line, 2 years down the line, I'll come back to this video and say we did it. But this is the beginning of a journey. Um, thank you.